how I really began to persevere.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think, for someone who is listening, not everyone has that father figure in their lives. And so, really having a relationship with God is very important for people. I, like you, had a dad that was very much in my life, and I never forget. My father was one of the best basketball players, and I'm certainly biased. Best basketball players in the city, Washington D.C. He came out of Dunbar in 1965, and I remember him telling me, "Don't ever let anybody put you in a box," and that I believe just broke something
Yes.
on the inside of me. I've always been an out of the box kind of spirit,
Yes.
kind of person. I've always kind of pushed the envelope and always kind of, charted my own course,
Yes.
contrary to others,
Yes.
always gotten out of the boat, rocked the boat,
Yeah.
tipped the boat over. And, that I believe had a huge part to do with my father. So talk a little bit to the person who may not have experienced that, but we both know that we serve a God that is our Father, that we can turn to. Talk to the person who may be listening today about that.
You know what? It's powerful that you bring in the father figure, because I knew to call my father, but guess what? We didn't have a good relationship growing up.
Wow.
We struggled in that relationship quite a bit, and really until I got a little older. And then, of course, now we're like two peas in a
Right.
pod.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we're so similar that now looking back, and hindsight is 2020. Looking back, I can see why we bumped heads.
Absolutely.
But the thing that we used to bump heads about now is the thing that brings us together. And so, you know what? For someone that's out there that maybe you don't have that father figure, I'm talking about that human father figure in your life, you can begin in your own life. Thank God for modern technology. There are so many ways to connect with powerful people, powerful men and women of God. You can follow someone on Twitter. And I often tell people, you know what? You're looking for someone that you can look up to. You're looking for someone that could possibly be a leader for you. Well, God has allowed us in this century to enjoy social media.
Absolutely.
And by that, I mean, now don't misunderstand me. There are, I understand that not everything that you see is relevant and that's real. I understand that in this age of reality television.
Right.
But you can also begin to look at people and watch them from afar. And you can, you know what? When they begin to speak, whatever's in them is going to come out. And you could pick up some nuggets along the way. And then maybe there are people in your community. Maybe there is someone, maybe your pastor, if you're involved in church, you can go to a pastor. You know what? You can begin to say, you know what, God, I believe you know that you're the God that supplies every one of my need. And so I'm looking for a father figure, someone that I could look up to. And so, you know what? I just believe this, Sister Nicole. I really believe this. I believe that if you need something today, God already knew thousands of years ago you would need it. So he's not just bringing it in your life today. No, they're already in your life. And it's just a matter of you and I make up in our mind, looking around our team. That's what I like to say. Look around, check your team, see who's in your vicinity. What resources have God already provided for you? And if you are looking for a pure relationship, a pure father relationship, I believe that person is already in your life. Maybe they don't look like you think they should look. Maybe they don't talk. Maybe they're not from your community. But you know what? He supplies the need. And if we take the frame, if you will, if we remove ourselves from that box, and I was never created to be in a box.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I am a standout. You are a standout. And that's what God has orchestrated our lives to be. And that's what I say, you know what? Step back. Take a look at who's in your community, who's already in your life. And I guarantee you, the person that God has in store for you, they're already there.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I